Dr. Tien-Ken Shin. Dr. Shin is an associate professor at Samsung Medical Center in Korea. He is also an editor of the Clinical and Experimental Emergency Medicine Journal, also from Korea. So without further delay, may I now invite Dr. Shin to share his talk with us. Dr. Shin, please.
Okay, please stop the sharing. Okay, let me start my presentation. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your invitation to this valuable symposium and kind introduction. My name is Taegon Shin from Korea. As Dr. Lex introduced, I'm an editor of CEM and working at Samsung Medical Center, affiliated with Sungkyunkwan University School of Medicine. First, I am afraid that the editor-in-chief of CEM, Dr. Singer, can't be with us today. So on behalf of our EIC, I'm going to introduce our journal, CEM. Before beginning the presentation, I'd like to express thanks to Dr. Hyuji. I'm very impressed by the lecture, and I have realized that our journal have a lot to do improve. Today, I'd like to briefly talk about our journal's history, scope, some statistics showing the current status, and our future plan. Probably my presentation will take about 10 to 15 minutes. CEM, Clinical and Experimental Emergency Medicine, is relatively new EM journal, and the official peer-reviewed open access journal of the Korean Society of Emergency Medicine. As I said, the editor-in-chief is Adam Singer. He is a professor and vice chairman of Department of Emergency Medicine, Stony Brook University in the US. We have published journal quarterly. So far, 372 articles have been published. We have 29 editors and 270 reviewers have evaluated submitted manuscripts at least one or more times. Probably about 20% of reviewers are from outside Korea. And there is no article process charge. CEM is supported by funded by the Korean Society of EM and the Korean Federation of Science and Technology grant as government grant. Here are the aim and scope of our journal. Probably they are not quite different in most journals of emergency medicine category. CEM focuses on both basic and clinical research of emergency medicine, including pathophysiology, epidemiology, and so on. We accept original article, reviews, and study protocols or other types of category manuscripts. We hope that CEM will be of interest to healthcare professionals with various specialty involving in acute care. The Korean Society of Emergency Medicine was founded in 1989. The Emergency Medicine Journal with the Korean language was published first in 1990. CEM was launched in September 2014 as the official journal of the society. CEM was indexed first in PubMed in 2016, in Scopus and Emerging SGI in 2018. These are the current database in which CEM is indexed. We hope that CEM will be included in SCIE index shortly. Our journal website address is www.cem.org. cemjournal.org. You can find easily in Google. The left one is the first page look showing the current issue and the journal archive with 9 years volumes. In 2016 and 2021, we published the Korean CPR guideline as special issues. So we have 5 issues in these years. I'm going to show some our journal statistics. This is a graph showing the annual number of submission. The number of submitted manuscripts has been increasing over the 5 years. So in 2021, there were about 100 original articles and 70 other types of articles. We have annually published about 50 articles. We have a plan to increase the number of publications as submission increases. Among published articles during the last 3 years, and top 3 topics were resuscitation, critical care, and trauma, followed by EMS, medical emergency, toxicology, imaging, and pediatrics. This is acceptance rate trend in the recent 5 years. During the earlier period of the journal, the acceptance rate was around 50, and then now 30%. We are receiving from various countries including Iran, Turkey, US, Thailand. It might be a good sign to our journal that the submission from international research is increasing. We hope that more Asian researchers will submit manuscripts to CEM. In terms of publication, we're also expecting to publish papers by researchers from more diverse countries. In earlier period, our journal, CEM was not popular, and so most of international researchers were from United States, but now more become popular. We are particularly working on the timeliness of decision and publication this year. The mean time to at the result with a peer review is 5 days. As for manuscript with peer review, the time to first decision was about 6 weeks last year and 3 to 4 weeks this year. Until last year, the time to publication of final version was relatively delayed because of some administration issues and the COVID-19 pandemic. If there are authors who submit to CEM among the audience today, we sincerely apologize for the delay in publication. Now, we are catching up some previous manuscripts, and this year, our goal is publishing within 6 weeks, at least from acceptance. In SCI Mago journal rank of 2020, CEM ranked in second quartile, 38th among 85 EM journals. SGL indicator increased compared with the value of 2019. According to the journal citation report by Web of Science in 2020, the number of total citation about 400, the self-citation rate of about 5%. Journal citation indicator by Web of Science, which is related with 3-year citation, has increased since 2017. CEM also ranked in the second quartile. For emerging SCI journals, official impact factor is not announced. So probably estimate impact factor by citation data maybe about 1.6. As you know, citation metrics is not all about journal. So we need absolutely good context for becoming a good journal. I'd like to introduce several most cited articles among recent publications of CEM. Two articles about COVID-19 pandemic. First one is a review article about screening tests for COVID-19 in Korea, such as drive-through and walk-through test. The second article is also a brief review article in the special section named Critical Care Corner in CEM, discussing the timing of intubation for COVID-19 patients. Third one is an epidemiologic study about a Korean population who visited emergency department according to their age group. Fourth is a review article about ED crowding, causes, consequences, and some solutions. Final one is a study protocol of a prospective national cardiac arrest registry in Korea named KOCAC Registry, Korean Cardiac Arrest Research Consortium. I would say that 4 components are essential for good journal: good authors, good editors, reviewers, and readers. And the hidden one is administration. This year, our priorities are improving author experience and review process. For this, we are working on more rapid decision and publication, recruiting more reviewers and editors, and we are developing a formal checklist for reviewers and editors. Finally, we hope to contribute on the International Emergency Medicine Society by publishing scientifically sound, impactful articles from international researchers, including Asian researchers. We hope CEM will cover broader areas and up-to-date topics in emergency medicine, including digital health care, cardiac resuscitation, critical care, and other topics. Here is our contact information: editorial office, our EIC, Adam Singer, and me. If you have any question, please feel free to ask by this email. This concludes my presentation. CEM welcome your submission. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Dr. Shin, for sharing the statistics from CEM. And we can see that the growth of CEM over the last few years is very impressive.